50 Cent just exposed paperwork allegedly proving that Big Meech snitched on Cuffy, sparking major controversy. Rumors are swirling that even Rick Ross is now distancing himself from Meech. But what exactly did Big Meech say to 50 Cent that triggered such a strong reaction? And did he really cooperate with authorities to secure an early release? Let's dive into the truth behind the claims.
That's what was said on the stand, bro. The lady became a government informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut.
It's clearly on your paperwork.
His name is in the paperwork, man. This woman testified. This woman testified in a court of law that she became a DEA informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut. You feel me? It don't get any clearer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know most niggas don't understand paperwork. So I mean, and that's crazy to me because you niggas call yourself street and you out in the streets, but you don't understand what these white folks are doing. That's crazy to me.
And I'm gonna attribute a lot of that to maybe they never dealt with the system, but that's what we here for, to educate them, I guess, on that, because all you got to do is follow the dots with this one, because that's when we bring up you, we have to bring up a guy by the name of Suarez.
Fidel Suarez. Fidel Suarez met Demetrius Flannery in the county jail. He's a cartel member out of Los Angeles. Super good dude. Fidel beat the feds in trial and went home. But he exchanged information with Big Meech and was trying to help him. Whatever he needed, you know what I mean? Dude was down for that.
Okay.
So Big Meech and Tammy was initially trying to target Fidel. You feel me?
Industry insiders like Tony Yayo and WAC 100 have also given their thoughts on the entire situation, and basically they think that Big Meech ain't beating the snitching allegations anytime soon. Once your name is in the paperwork, what are you even going to say?
It was the person that Meech was working with that he gave the life rights to that actually worked on the TV show with 50, right?
Right. Yeah, because it was so-called third-party snitching. But nobody knew what Tammy looked like until Fifth started posting her up. Then I knew who Tammy was looking like. But like I said, when I took the picture, it was me murdering 50 and I posted it. It was a lot of rat emojis on there. So before Fifth even said anything, there was accusations. And I'm not saying if a nigga told or not, because now I hear niggas are suing and all that. I don't know what's going on. So I'm not saying a nigga told or didn't. I didn't see no paperwork. But I'm telling you that when I put that picture up, people were saying negative things. I don't know Cuffy. I just seen Blue Da Vinci interview. You know, I watch YouTube. I watch everything on YouTube. I fucking love YouTube. So
Demetrius Big Meech Flannery and his brother Terry Southwest T. Flannery built one of the most powerful drug empires in the United States, operating from the late 1980s through the early 2000s. Their organization, known as the Black Mafia Family, BMF, employed hundreds of individuals and amassed hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue. Beyond the drug trade, they expanded into the entertainment industry, launching a successful record label and magazine that gave them mainstream visibility. However, in 2006, their empire came crashing down when the brothers were indicted in a federal RICO case out of Georgia, bringing an end to one of the most infamous criminal enterprises in U.S. history.
First met 50, I was still trying to find myself. My dad was calling me from jail every day. He was like, man, what you gonna do? Like, shit, I don't know. I always knew I wanted to be my own person. It's just hard, you know, to live up to my dad's name. And he called me one day, he's like, man, they looking at Terrence Howard and Nipsey Hussle, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to play me, but you gotta go to acting class so you can get ready. So I met 50. 50 put me in acting classes for 2 years in LA. Invested in me, paid for the acting classes. I had to go every day, two times a day, 5 days a week. In the morning, in the afternoon, come back home, study again, do the same thing the next day.
Wow, but a ball player.
Yeah, but I put in the work though, and it showed me that 50 couldn't get me the job. I had to get myself the job. My dad couldn't get me the job. They would have hired somebody else that already had acting experience. I had no experience. So I was coming from the street to the screen. So they not gonna invest all these millions into me, and I don't know what I'm doing.
Attorney Josh Schiffer states that Demetrius Big Meech Flenory is widely respected because he never cooperated with authorities or took a plea deal. Instead, he remained loyal to his Black Mafia family, BMF, associates, refusing to testify or provide information in exchange for a reduced sentence. He ultimately went down with his empire, accepting his fate without betraying those around him, a stance that has solidified his reputation in both the streets and hip-hop culture.
February 13th, the Big Meech home benefit concert. It's gonna be iconic. Too many names to list, but let me salute some of the legends. Lil Baby, Boss Man D-Lo, 21 Savage, Sexy Red, Ricky Rose. Now, this the first time it's ever been done. Me performing BMF with the icon himself. It's gonna be special, epic. Get your tickets right now.
Back in the early 2000s, Big Meech was at the helm of the Black Mafia family, BMF, a dominant force in both the music industry and the criminal underworld. Under his leadership, BMF became a massive operation, reportedly generating over $250 million before Meech's arrest in 2008. Convicted under federal RICO charges, he was sentenced to 30 years in prison. However, just a few weeks ago, Big Meech's sentence was reduced to 15 years, leading to his early release. During his time behind bars, 50 Cent stepped up in a major way, helping Meech's family, putting his son, Lil Meech, through acting school, and securing him a starring role in the BMF TV series. Now that Meech is free, many are wondering if the bond between him and 50 Cent remains strong or if recent tensions will drive a wedge between them.
You trick Cuff off the street.
I never folded, never told.
You told Tammy to tell.
Before the time, always. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support for my friends and family.
Y'all gonna be disappointed when Lil Baby don't show up? When Skilla don't show up, when Fizzo don't show up? And all these motherfuckers don't show up?
I wasn't gonna address this.
Man, you're reading drops, man. Look at you reading this shit.
But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before this time, always. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support for my friends and family. Come out.
He can't even go. He on house arrest. He can't even go.
Despite 50 Cent supporting Big Meech's family and keeping BMF relevant, Meech linked up with Rick Ross right after his release, knowing Ross and 50 have serious beef. Rumors say Ross paid him, but the real reason remains unclear. Either way, it was a move that didn't sit well with 50 Cent.
I agree. It's unfortunate, right?
Yeah.
It really is, but I agree. So, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told.
Yeah.
And I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right?
That's it. That's all it is.
It says, United States of America versus plaintiff, and it says, Donnie Gatlin, Timothy.
Deion Gatlin. Shout out
Deion
Cuff.
Gatlin.
Shout out Cuff. That's my nigga Cuff. Deion Gatlin. Yeah, he's one of the first defendants. Yeah.
Okay.
St. Louis Project niggas. What's happening?
So, can you kind of break down this paperwork for me and how she's involved in this? And where can I go?
Tammy Cowens is Big Meech personal assistant / business partner / whatever you want to call. You know what I'm saying? Basically, she became the owner of what Meech has as BMF Entertainment, his company from prison. His company, she became the owner of it in 2008, and in 2009, she became a government informant. In 2010, she did a case that was pertaining to a guy that Meech met in prison and one of Meech's homeboys of 26 years.
Okay. Now, in this paperwork, it doesn't actually say her name.
Right, yeah. You will have to it don't say her name. It say her name on paper on the cover sheet, her actual name. But this is a case, so they're not gonna be saying the witnesses' names in the case. They're gonna call them CS1 or CSOI or something like that, confidential source or whatever. It's confidential, bro. It's not public. That, you know what I'm saying? The snitch on the case is not public. You feel me? Until maybe after the case and the people was put away in prison and they out of government hiding and all that shit, and then you get some paperwork and then you might see it. Outside of that, you got to be tapped in. You got to have that pacer. Got to be able to pull cover sheets and shit like that. But when people read the affidavit, it explains to you exactly who she is. And then when people follow or know, or once you get to understand this situation, then you'll get to see exactly who Tammy Cowens is.
You know, kind of debatable for some people. We learned that from Blue Da Vinci that the CSI has sex with the agent. That's why Meech didn't get his time cut from cooperating with the CI. That's what Blue was alleging. Now, if we read to the bottom of this first page, we'll see some paperwork to kind of back up what Blue Da Vinci was saying with that. Also, Cuffy corroborates that story. We agree on that so far, right, Bob? Me and you?
Yeah.
All right. So let's get down to that last paragraph of that page 1. You were almost there. No, keep going down.
Yeah, page 2. Yeah, this page 2.
Okay, if that's page 2, then go down. Okay, right here, I'm going to start reading. Defendants challenged the validity of the wiretap affidavit under Franks after learning that a DEA Atlanta Group supervisor, Keith Cromer, DEA agent, and one or more of his direct reports were being investigated by the Office of Professional Responsibility and the Office of Inspector General for, among other things, here's the important part, guys, an allegedly inappropriate relationship between Agent Cromer and go down please, Bob, a confidential source, improper payments to the confidential source, and falsified reports.
When 50 Cent saw Big Meech hanging out with Rick Ross, he snapped and exposed the real reason behind Meech's early release. While Meech claimed it was for good behavior, 50 pulled out receipts, revealing that Meech allegedly snitched on another dealer, Cuffy. Reports suggest that a third party linked to Meech cooperated with.
He's privileged to what's called the affidavits in support of the wiretaps.
Okay.
It's like 3 affidavits. In those affidavits, it tells Meech's full role. Now, I wasn't allowed to have them because they played this, I'm this kingpin and I'm this killer, and they life in jeopardy.
Right.
In danger.
Right.
That's why they was able to close the courtroom. We'd have been out at Meech. But they played a cold game. I give it to her. And they was playing chess and we was playing checkers.
Okay.
She used the threat of her life and that I was gonna have some hitmen in the federal courtroom to kill her, and they closed the courtroom to the media. My shit standing room only. I'm that dude in that city, homie.
Right.
I'm that dude in that city.
Right.
So that's why it ain't been came out. But the affidavits in support of the wiretap, she has them.
So okay, so she can get them for sure.
If she got them.
Okay.
She got them. The only person they barred from having the documents was me.
Okay. Okay. So you the only one that don't got the information.
Right.
Gotcha.
Everybody else, it's called discovery. Everybody else got the fact.